Manila, Philippines, January 14, 2026. As the first light of dawn breaks over the city, a new era is quietly unfolding. The news hit like a thunderclap. After years of anticipation, the Philippines is officially acquiring the KF-21 Boramae, South Korea's cutting-edge 4.5 generation fighter jet. This is a moment that will be remembered for decades. This isn't just a purchase, it's a bold declaration to the world. The Philippines is stepping up, determined to shape its own destiny. The nation is making it clear it will secure its skies, defend its sovereignty, and protect its people with renewed strength and confidence. After months of intense negotiations and careful planning, this deal marks the single biggest leap in the history of the Philippine Air Force, a true game-changer. The international community is stunned, watching closely as the Philippines takes this historic step. The KF-21 wasn't just another option on the table, it's the chosen one, selected for its advanced technology and proven capabilities. For the Air Force, this is a transformation, from making do with aging equipment to making a real difference in the region's security landscape. Soon, the Boramae, aptly named the Young Hawk, will soar above Philippine skies, standing guard over the archipelago's vast and vulnerable airspace. For millions of Filipinos, this is more than just a military upgrade. It's a powerful symbol of renewed security, hope, and national pride. For years, foreign vessels have encroached on Philippine waters, testing the nation's resolve and patience. Now there's a powerful shield on the horizon, a force that signals the Philippines is ready to defend what's rightfully its own. The KF-21 isn't a silver bullet, but it sends a clear, unmistakable message. The Philippines is no longer a bystander in its own story. The roar of the Boramae's engines will echo across the islands, becoming the sound of a nation standing its ground and refusing to be intimidated. This deal is more than a simple transaction, it's the beginning of a deeper alliance with South Korea, built on trust, cooperation, and shared vision. South Korea isn't just selling a jet, they're transferring vital capability, advanced technology, and a promise of long-term support and partnership. As the ink dries on this historic agreement, a bold new chapter begins for the Philippine Air Force and the nation as a whole. The long wait is finally over. Years of hope, planning, and perseverance have paid off. The Eagles are finally coming home, ready to take their place in the skies above the Philippines. And these Eagles are more powerful, more advanced, and more capable than ever before. The sky is about to change. The Philippines is ready to rise, to defend, and to soar into a new era of strength and pride. To truly grasp the magnitude of this acquisition, we need to look at where the Philippine Air Force stands today and how far it has come. For years, the Philippine Air Force has operated with limited resources, relying heavily on the FA-50PH, a capable but ultimately limited light combat jet that served as the backbone of its fleet. The FA-50PH provided essential training and basic combat capability, but it was always meant to be a stepping stone, not the final goal. In many ways, the FA-50 was a bridge, helping pilots and crews transition toward more advanced systems, but it could only take the Air Force so far. Now, the arrival of the KF-21 Boramae marks a quantum leap forward, a true multi-role 4.5 generation fighter jet that brings the PAF into a new era of air power. With the KF-21, the Air Force can now patrol the vast expanse of the West Philippine Sea with confidence and authority, engage threats far beyond visual range, and deliver precision strikes with advanced weaponry, ensuring the nation's security. The KF-21 brings cutting-edge radar, sophisticated electronic warfare capabilities, and seamless networking with other air and ground assets, allowing for real-time coordination and information sharing. This integration multiplies the effectiveness of the entire armed forces, making every mission more efficient and powerful. For the first time, Filipino pilots will fly a machine that truly matches their skill, training, and dedication. The leap from the FA-50 to the KF-21 is not just an upgrade, it's a complete transformation in capability, mindset, and national pride. This new era redefines what's possible for the Philippine Air Force and elevates the nation's defense to new heights. The long-held dream of credible deterrence is finally becoming a reality, strengthening the country's position in the region. The Philippine Air Force stands ready to embrace a new era, one defined by strength, innovation, and unwavering commitment to national defense. The arrival of the KF-21 marks more than just a new aircraft for the Philippine Air Force. It signals the end of a long, uncertain chapter in the nation's history. For over a decade, the Philippines faced vulnerability in its skies, lacking the supersonic wings that once defined its air power. Back in the 1960s and 70s, the Philippine Air Force was a regional powerhouse, flying advanced F-8 Crusaders and F-5 Freedom Fighters, projecting strength and confidence across Southeast Asia. But as economic crises struck, and national priorities shifted, the fleet aged, and modernization stalled, leading to a slow decline in capability. By 2005, the last F-5s were retired, leaving a void that had not existed for half a century. For the first time in 50 years, the Philippines found itself without a single supersonic interceptor to defend its airspace. This supersonic gap left the nation exposed, forced to rely on subsonic trainers and attack planes that simply couldn't match the speed or reach of modern threats. These aircraft, while useful for training and patrol, were never designed to defend the country's vast maritime territory or respond quickly to incursions. The PAF could detect threats on radar, but lacked the means to intercept or deter them, watching from afar as sovereignty was tested. This era became a sobering lesson for the nation. Without credible air power, the very idea of sovereignty is at risk, and the skies become vulnerable. The frustration and helplessness of those years forged a new resolve among the nation's defenders. Never again would the skies go unguarded or the nation's pride diminished. This determination fueled a renewed push for modernization, driving efforts to rebuild and rearm the Air Force for a new era. The stage was finally set for the long-awaited return of supersonic jets, restoring a critical layer of defense. The KF-21 is more than just a new aircraft. It is the answer to a long-standing need, a symbol of renewed strength and vigilance. Now, the guardians of the sky are back, ready to defend the nation's airspace with pride and determination. The dream of a modern Air Force needed more than hope. It needed law. The turning point was the revised AFP Modernization Act of 2012. This law committed the nation to rebuilding its armed forces. The Horizon program laid out a multi-phase plan. First, restore basic capabilities. Then, shift to external defense. The FA-50PH was a start, but the real goal was a true multi-role fighter. Stable funding and streamlined procurement made strategic investments possible. The KF-21 is the crown jewel of Horizon 2. Without this legal and financial framework, such a deal would be impossible. The law turned a desperate need into a funded, achievable reality. The runway for the Boramae was paved by vision and legislation. The search for a multi-role fighter was global, F-16s, Gripens and more, but the KF-21 was almost tailor-made for the Philippines. Its twin-engine design is ideal for an archipelago. Safety and reliability over water are paramount. The Boramae's sensors and anti-ship missiles are optimized for maritime defense. It's not just an air-to-air fighter, it's a guardian of the seas. The KF-21 is future-proof, designed for upgrades and eventual evolution into a fifth-generation platform. By joining early, the Philippines ensures its fleet stays cutting edge. The partnership allows for shared R&D and upgrades with South Korea. It's an investment in today's security and tomorrow's technology. The KF-21 is the right jet for the right mission. The KF-21 deal is as much about partnership as hardware. The Philippines and South Korea share a bond forged in the Korean War and strengthened by decades of cooperation. The FA-50PH program proved South Korea's reliability. Jets delivered on time, with excellent support. Trust built over years made the KF-21 decision easier. South Korea offers technology transfer and joint development, opening doors for Philippine industry. Local participation means jobs, skills, and self-reliance. The partnership extends to training and doctrine. Philippine and Korean pilots will fly and learn together. Interoperability and shared tactics make both air forces stronger. This is more than a purchase, it's a deepening alliance. The KF-21 choice is a choice for a trusted friend. Together, they face regional challenges as partners. The alliance is a force multiplier. The KF-21 brings combat power the PAF has never seen. Its ESA radar tracks multiple targets in air, land and sea, resistant to jamming, hard to detect. Infrared search and track lets pilots find targets stealthily. Data fusion gives a 360-degree view, all on a panoramic cockpit display. The Boramae carries long-range missiles like the Meteor, striking before enemies can get close. Precision bombs and anti-ship missiles make it versatile for any mission. The KF-21 is a networked platform, sharing data with other jets, ships, and ground stations. 4 jets can act as one coordinated force. This network-centric warfare is a massive force multiplier. The KF-21 makes the Air Force, and the entire military, smarter and more lethal. The future of Philippine air power has arrived. In military procurement, speed is security. The South China Sea is tense. The Philippines can't wait years for new jets. KAI's production line is ready, promising accelerated delivery of the KF-21. Early delivery means faster pilot training, quicker operational readiness, and immediate deterrence. The presence of Boramae will change the calculus for any adversary. The FA-50PH program proved rapid integration is possible. Existing infrastructure and relationships mean the PAF can absorb the KF-21 quickly. This urgency maintains momentum in the AFP modernization program. Quick success builds confidence and unlocks future funding. The KF-21 deal ensures modernization keeps moving forward. Speed isn't just about jets. It's about national security. The decision is made, but the journey continues. First, the contract is finalized, details hammered out by both nations. Then, bases are upgraded, hangars built, and secure storage prepared. Pilots and ground crew head to Korea for intensive training. Production begins at KAI, with PAF teams overseeing every step. The first Boramae, in Philippine colors, will soon touch down on home soil. Integration into doctrine and tactics will be ongoing. The arrival of the jets marks a new era, not the end of the story. The PAF enters a future of pride, trust, and readiness. The sky over the Philippines will never be the same. The Eagles have landed, and they're here to stay.